Legend has it that for centuries, the war between humans and sea beasts has never ceased. To hunt sea beasts, the king spared no expense in hiring sea beast hunters. On this day, the hunters encountered a sea beast at sea. A fierce battle was imminent. At the captain's command, all cannons fired at the sea beast in an instant. But the sea beast's shell was extremely tough. Ordinary cannonballs couldn't harm it at all. Instead, they only enraged it. The sea beast dove directly underwater, attempting to ram and destroy the warship. Seeing this, Jacob immediately took out a spear and thrust it forcefully at the sea beast. But strangely, the buoy remained motionless. Then, the next second, the sea beast burst out from the seabed and crashed heavily onto the deck. Immediately after, it used its body to tightly lock onto the ship. It even tried to swallow the warship whole. Then, it extended its tentacles to attack. Humans were no match for it. The tentacles then lunged towards the captain. The captain dodged and sliced one off with a knife, but he was seized by another tentacle. For a moment, the crew suffered heavy casualties. Witnessing this, Jacob rushed out. He seized the chance to throw a spear. It accurately hit the sea beast's weak spot. In pain, the sea beast retracted into the sea, but unexpectedly, Jacob was also swept into the sea. Then, the next second. Thankfully, Jacob reacted quickly enough. He managed to escape from the sea beast's mouth. Just then, the captain raised his spear. Then, he leaped forward, completely finishing off the sea beast, and the captain also dove into the sea with it. He sawed off the sea beast's tentacle, preparing to claim the reward. Just as he was about to swim back, the sea beast's tentacle reached out again. It dragged the captain into the deep sea.
Captain!
The captain was rescued by Jacob, just as Jacob had been saved by the captain when he was a child. Since that day, the captain had treated him like his own son, and promised that on the day they killed the red flame demon, he would pass the captain's position to him. And so, they carried their trophy back to the mainland, and received praise from everyone. Afterwards, they went to the royal palace to claim the bounty, but instead, they were scolded by the queen, because for so many years, they had failed to capture the red flame demon. Then, the queen stated that if they couldn't catch the red flame demon, she would completely abolish the profession of sea beast hunters. The task of hunting sea beasts would be handed over entirely to the Royal Navy. With no other choice, the hunters set out once again, but then they discovered a little girl had stowed away on the ship. The girl was named Amy. Her parents were also sea beast hunters, but they had long been killed by sea beasts and buried at sea. She wanted to join the crew to seek revenge for her parents. The captain admired her courage, so he let her stay. That very night, they finally located the red flame demon. Countless cannonballs rained down on it, followed by a barrage of harpoons piercing the red flame demon's back. The warship was tightly dragged behind it. The captain intended to wear down the red flame demon this way, but what they didn't expect was, the red flame demon suddenly started spinning in place. In an instant, a massive whirlpool formed on the sea surface. Seeing the warship about to be sucked into the sea, the crew's lives were in grave danger. At the critical moment, Amy timely cut the rope with a dagger. Only then did the ship regain its balance, but Amy and Jacob were thrown into the sea. Just then, they noticed the red flame demon staring fixedly at them, yet it did not harm the two. Instead,